What's going on? We're live.
This is unexpected.
Very unexpected.
New place.
New place, new format for this. Yeah, I know. Guys, welcome to Painting the Chat podcast here, of course, from Blockade Media. I'm one of your hosts, Rob and Vogt, of course, my brother over here.
Sean Michaud.
I know you guys know us from Brick City Blockade, but you know what? For the longest time, Sean and I, a lot of our roots come from watching sports together, playing sports together.
It was like way before we actually got into Star Wars
and stuff. Yeah.
That's what literally the podcast started with, the Star Wars. And I was like, we never thought about doing a sports podcast for some reason.
Never thought about it. Never thought about, hey, let's take our love for baseball and basketball and, sports that we've played and talked about for so long. And actually, this is a really great time because sports are at their pinnacle right now. You're talking about football. You're talking about maybe not baseball. They're working on it.
No, it's the opposite of baseball.
So let's start it off here. Little icebreaker, right? Sean, Rob Manfred, Commissioner of Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about Rob Manfred?
I don't like it.
What is it that you don't like about? Because they're trying to do this whole thing now. We got the pitch clock, right? They introduced it through the minor league baseball system.
Yeah.
Now we've got robot umpires.
It's that talks, but it's like that's the natural of the game. You need to have mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's what humans do, especially with umps. I know some umps are terrible at their job, but we don't want
Are you calling them fucking assholes? Is that what you're doing?
Most of them.
Most of them. Now Rob is introducing this whole idea of, I don't know, maybe we should have a golden bat. Maybe Shohei can go up twice in a game and they can use the golden bat one time and get their best hitter back up, and suddenly he gets to hit again.
That's so unfair. What's the golden bat gonna do? Here, add 2 extra more runs to this home run you get. What? And what is this? Is this backyard baseball?
Yeah, it feels a little Pablo Sanchez-y, just a little bit.
I mean, Pablo Sanchez was a great hitter and pitcher.
Let me tell you,
he does everything.
A conversation between greatest baseball player of all time, Pablo Sanchez, Shohei Ohtani. I don't think Ohtani's been around long enough
to reconsider that
to do that.
No.
I saw somebody online say Pablo Sanchez, Mike Trout home run derby. I think Pablo would kick Mike Trout's ass.
I mean, people have kicked Mike Trout's ass.
Anyway, he plays for the Angels. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rob Manfred. I almost said Mob Ranfred. Can we call him that from now?
Yeah, please.
We'll be at a Red Sox game. We'll just be like
Mob Ranfred.
Just call him names.
That's fun.
You dropped your fucking phone. What are you doing?
That's the second time today.
Jesus Christ. We need a new commissioner of baseball, I think.
Yeah.
Because we keep doing these things with baseball, like adding things, this idea of a golden bat now,
pitch clock. And
pitch.
I was so pissed off when they did the first introduction, which was last year, and seeing Rafael Devers strike out from it.
Oh my God.
I was so pissed off during that first game, or it was that first week, and okay, I don't know.
I guess my big question in that is do we continually get back to this point of baseball compared to the NFL, compared to NBA? It's always competing in terms of how fast the game is going. And there's this narrative from Rob Manfred all the time, I almost did it again, that baseball has to compete with the NFL, has to compete with NBA in terms of the game.
No, it doesn't.
To be honest with you, I love being in the ballpark for extra innings. I love being in the ballpark. If I'm paying $150 a ticket, I want to be in the ballpark all day.
I don't want to be there for 2 fucking hours and get a.
Yeah, what's your thought on that? Because I feel like when we've been to baseball games, we've been to a couple Red Sox games together.
Yeah.
We went there for a 4:00 game and didn't get out there until 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a 5-hour game. It was about a 5-hour game.
It was,
and I loved it.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's sport to be there for the fans and
You saw the
have the
Tigers.
experience. Yeah, there's the Tigers with
Mickey.
Miguel Cabrera, Miggy.
That was a great time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was such a good freaking time. And then we saw them the second time against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Wasn't the Royals?
Or is it, sorry, correct. It was the Kansas City Royals.
Or was the Blue Jays? It was Blue.
I saw the Blue Jays with my dad that year. I went to 3 Red Sox games that year. It's weird. I've never done that before. No, it was against the I remember it was against the Royals because Mike Moustakas was playing, and we called him Mike Moustakas.
Yeah.
That entire time. I don't know like what we're doing here with Golden Bat and all this stuff. Like last baseball season as a Mets fan was exciting.
Not for me as a Red Sox fan.
No, but like it was like last year I felt was watchable. There were games that were watchable.
You mean this past season?
Yeah, this past season.
Yeah.
But years before that, when it was dominated by the Astros, when it was dominated, well,
still dominated by the not Angels, the Dodgers.
the Dodgers. That's these last few years, I will say as a whole. This year was watchable. The past few have really not been. And I'm saying watchable for this year, and that's being nice about it.
Yeah. I think that's not just for baseball, honestly.
Yeah.
It's for the football and basketball. I mean, I think I saw either a news story saying that viewers has been down for NBA in the past few years,
Wow.
like way down.
Is that why they're doing the NBA Cup stuff and everything else? Because
Maybe.
well,
Which I don't like at all, but
no, I mean the colored courts and everything. We'll get into NBA, of course, coming up here. But I mean, just to piggyback on this idea that baseball has to change in order to meet the demands, like you're saying, it's across the board. It doesn't matter what sport it is. We're seeing dropping numbers in popularity in all sports, not just baseball. I mean, hockey. I mean, you want to talk about a sport that's really struggling right now. Hockey's having a hard time finding its viewership in different markets. And we'll talk about WNBA too, but I mean, we're talking going up.
Which is good for them. We'll talk about that a little bit during the basketball section we do this.
But with baseball itself, I have to say, Sean, I think this postseason, the name of this episode is Hot Stove Talk about what's going on with this offseason. This is one of the off seasons where we see teams like the Cubs. We're seeing teams like the San Francisco Giants. Like, what did you say in the car? What did you say in the car about the Giants?
I said every 3 or 4 years they at least won World Series. I mean, since 2012 or 2011, I don't remember when last. It's every 4 years, or is that like every 3 years technically? But
you see what Buster Posey, which by the way, him as the general manager.
Oh, that's a big for them, for the Giants.
Huge. Yeah, I mean, couldn't I say greatest San Francisco Giants catcher of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that fair?
No,
yeah.
That's fair.
Brian McCann is not one of the greatest.
I mean, every time I think of the best catcher of the Giants, I think of Buster Posey.
Buster Posey. Yeah, that's a fair point. Him being the GM of the team is great. My hope is, and this is getting into the Red Sox, right? You look at Craig Breslow being the GM of the Red Sox. He was a former player.
Yeah.
Very good Boston Red Sox player.
I feel like whoever's a former player of that team should become like the manager, honestly.
What are your thoughts on Craig Breslow being the GM of the Red Sox now and like getting Garrett Crochet and getting Aroldis Chapman and these kind of guys? Like, I feel like you guys still need a back them.
Yeah. I mean, I think from seeing like all the so far the offseason, I feel like they're going straight to pitching, which the Red Sox don't really do the first bat of like picking who they want. But like you said, they need more hitting.
Yeah.
They need a huge bat. Like, I don't know who's that going to be. I mean, so far our biggest bat is still Rafael Devers.
Yeah,
but we'll see. But I'm so far. I don't have a good opinion on him. I mean, I don't know much of him, so
You got Rafi Devers. You got Jaron Duran. Those really seem to be the only two guys. And Tristan Cassis.
Yeah.
Tristan comes through here and there. But what worries me about the Red Sox is that in order to get pitching, a lot of these teams are asking for a Tristan Cassis and a lot of Roman Anthony and David Hamilton, like some of these really great prospects that the Red Sox have. You guys just gave up Kyle Teal to get Garrett Crochet, and I'm like, that's the one catcher. That's the one catcher you wanted to hold on to. You really can't rely on Reese McGuire. What's his name? Is it Reese McGuire? That's the catcher right now. What's his name? You guys have him. They were kind of waiting on Kyle Teal to be the guy, to be your catcher. But it's concerning that a lot of these teams are asking for your prospects. And it seems like, based on that, with the White Sox, those prospects are kind of being picked up as they go.
Oh, you mean Carlos Navarez?
Navarez, yes.
Yeah, and there's Connor Wong.
And Connor Wong.
The catchers for now. I'm looking at them.
A lot of Red Sox fans like Connor Wong. Like he's a good utility catcher right now for you guys. In the meantime, But the problem is Connor Wong the answer? Or did you just trade away your answer?
I feel like the Red Sox do that a lot.
Trade away the answer.
Yeah, and it hasn't really helped us the past few years. So since 2018.
No. So, I mean, I guess the hope is Rafi and Jaron and Tristan really come through this upcoming season because they can be good.
Yeah, we'll see how the Red Sox will do, but I know the Mets, on the other hand, they made a big deal in the past week.
Red Sox fans are also very excited about what
I mean, we thought we were going to get Juan Soto, but I guess you guys got him for.
They got close.
For
got close with Boston.
15 years for $780 million.
Jeez, yeah, I know. We saw
that's insane.
Largest sports contract in North American history.
Like even more than Shohei Ohtani, than the Dodgers, which I didn't think no one's going to go past it.
I didn't think.
And then the Mets thing here. Yeah, I can do one better.
Well, and a lot of that is Steve Cohen, our owner, was recently evaluated. His net worth of $23.8 billion. So this guy has got more money than freaking God in order to go out and get who he wants. And the crazy thing is, folks, the crazy thing is here is that he said to SNY after the Juan Soto press conference, we're not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, I think you need a little more pieces to fit that. And I think you guys can win the World Series next year.
I think so too. I think 2025 is the year to do it. And I think if we don't do it in 2025, we're going to be running against a really tight deadline. I think, in
the next few years, it's going to be hard for them to do it if it doesn't happen next year.
Because we got Juan Soto. Lindor's fine. We need to re-sign Pete Alonso. We have to bring Pete back at first.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to make a trade for Vladdy Guerrero in Toronto. We have prospects. We could go get Vladdy to come play.
If you want that answer for next year, I get Vlad.
Yeah. Vlad would be incredible with Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor and Brandon Nimmo, which, by the way, I have a bet that I still have to follow through on.
Okay.
The Brandon Nimmo home run. You said if Brandon Nimmo hits a home run, you need to buy a Brandon Nimmo jersey.
Oh yeah, I did.
I still haven't bought my Brandon Nimmo jersey yet.
It's been 2 months now. A month and a half.
I still haven't bought my Brandon Nimmo jersey.
I called it exactly that.
I know, and I made a pinky promise with you that I would get it. So instead of buying a Juan Soto jersey, I will get a Brandon Nimmo jersey because I think Brandon's going to have an awesome year this year. I think if he's going to, as of right now, the lineup is Francisco Lindor. Then we're going to slide in Jeff McNeil to get a little bit of more speed on the bases. And we're going to have Pete Alonso, Juan Soto, and then Brandon Nimmo and Francisco Alvarez. Like, these are guys that are just going to.
Okay, I'm going to make a bet again.
Just going to make a bet, okay?
Okay, if the Mets win the World Series next year, I'm going to buy 2 Juan Soto Mets jerseys. One for you, one for me.
Okay. I love that. That's a good
This
bet.
is on record. I will
On
buy
record,
it.
on YouTube. Yeah.
I will buy it, and by the time next year goes on, and on our anniversary of this new podcast, we'll be both wearing our Juan
Soto jerseys. Now,
if it happens.
So that's okay for a Red Sox fan to wear a Mets Juan Soto jersey because he's no longer a Yankee and we stole him away from him.
Yeah.
So it's making the division a little bit more easier for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Judge, like, I don't want this to be a shit on the Yankees section.
I love Aaron Judge.
I love Aaron Judge too. He chokes in the playoffs. The dude does
you,
not perform in the playoffs.
You know who else chokes in the playoffs?
Who's that?
Mookie.
Oh my goodness. Like, yeah. So
I mean, even though the Dodgers won, Mookie did not do anything.
What is that? Like I feel bad for Mookie. I feel like he's playing third string right now in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Between Freddie Freeman,
I wouldn't say
Shohei.
Freddie deserved it all during.
Yes.
I mean, I like the Dodgers more than the Yankees, of course.
Of course, yeah. Same. Yeah. I mean, they beat us, and then I was like, you know what? I can't root for the Yankees. I fucking can't root for the Yankees. I was like, I will root.
Yeah, let's go rooting for the Phillies. I mean, it's not the Phillies, the Nationals.
Yeah, well, yeah, Nationals. Yeah,
you guys beat the Nationals.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, beat the Brewers. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do that crap. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like with baseball season upcoming, like there are some dark horses. Your Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm saying your Pittsburgh Pirates because you love the Pirates too.
I mean, I do, but they always choke in like right after All-Star game.
There's rumors,
and then it goes downhill from there. Like they start like very high, they're like first or second, and then by the end of like September, they've been like, oh, here, we're third and fourth now. I'm like, oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, you're in a division with the Cubs, with the Cincinnati Reds, with the St. Louis Cardinals. Like these are teams that aren't really performing, at their top level.
No.
In any way, shape, or form. The only reason that the NL Central is the division that it is because you have that competition that exists in there. And then you end up, I'm trying to think who's won the division the last few years.
In the
NL Central. The Brewers.
Yeah.
The Brewers, who have lost a lot of players this year.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see a very, I'm prepared because I have the MLB subscription, and I fully recommend for folks out there if you don't have MLB TV.
I do not. I have MLB Network and I have all the stuff. But I think it comes with. I think the MLB Network and all on Xfinity. I think it comes with all the games.
All the games.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, NBA does that too.
Yeah.
You can watch whatever's on there.
Watch all the games. Yeah. Highly recommend it because I feel like I'm going to watch a lot of NL Central games in this upcoming year because you're going to have the Pirates. I really feel the Pirates are going to be competitive. The Cubs are going to be competitive. The Cincinnati Reds with Ellie De La Cruz.
I always love the Reds. I mean, they're always the underdog team that doesn't do well.
Yeah.
And I want them to do well. And I wish they, I don't know, they're that team that doesn't they're not talked about in baseball enough.
That's true. No, it's absolutely true. We say that about the Seattle Mariners too. Is this the Seattle Mariners?
Yeah, Mariners too, yeah.
Right? Like there's talk of them trading Luis Castillo out of the bullpen. My mindset is Seattle was so close to really doing something last year. And then they pulled what the Pirates did. They had a really great first half.
Yeah.
And then just stunk up the joint the rest of the way. And it sucks because Seattle baseball is something I've always rooted for. Yeah. Good Mariners baseball.
I mean, you had one of the best Mariners players of all time, Ichiro.
You had Ichiro, yep. You had Ichiro. Trying to think. You had some.
What's his name? Someone Gonzalez. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. No, they had Ken Griffey. They some great. They had to be honest with you, Rodriguez is become Julio Rodriguez has become a really great face for that franchise. But it's crazy to think that not that long ago, They had Seager at shortstop.
Yeah,
They had
that was like 6-7 years ago.
6 years ago. They had Seager at shortstop. Like they traded away a lot of those prospects and those guys in order to build up their farm system, and because they weren't doing well.
I mean, that's literally the same thing with the Padres, I think.
San Diego's just. I think their time is up. I don't think they've
become really good. I mean, like they're like what the Astros used to be, how bad they are. I think they're what the Padres are now.
Yeah.
Doing.
Yeah. I don't see the Padres getting a championship here. I think the Machado era has ended. And I think Xander too.
I mean, I wish they did well. I mean, I like their farm system and I like the team, but I don't think, like you said, I think their time's up.
Their time is up.
And they got a couple like 4 or 5 years to do something.
Yeah, you got teams like the Chicago White Sox, who are just so far. Like they have Luis Roberts Jr. and some of these guys who are really
one of the
good.
worst loss records in baseball history.
Yeah. Last year's was
117 losses. What was it? 117 losses?
118 losses. Absolutely incredible in the wrong freaking way.
Incredible.
It's embarrassing how many games they lost. Tickets were $1. Tickets were $1 to go see them to a major league game.
What did I say? I said
117.
It's 121. 121, and they won
fucking games.
Fucking 41.
It's just
fucking 51 games. 51 games back from the Guardians of the 92.
Nobody's really caught up to the Guardians. The Cleveland has found a way to maintain that division in a way. I think Kansas City. I think Kansas City with, go through some cards over here in a little bit too.
We should this before we change subjects to that.
We should. We absolutely should. So just for context, I know we're kind of bouncing around, but yeah, if you want to give
we bought some cards a couple months ago.
Yeah, for my wedding, right?
For the wedding, and we wanted to just help him calm down and all that. It was for the day, and it was cool. Got one of the weirdest, coolest card in a top card. It's a fucking, I don't know if you can see, Pedro Martinez ace card. Isn't that crazy?
That's the one for you to hold. Yeah, because you collect cards.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we got some like crazy ones in here. We got Marcus Wilson, the Mariners. Kristen Javier, of course, is Tommy Tom. Yeah, why don't we just open them?
Let's open some. Let's open some cards up, right? Everybody on there. Got some good old baseball.
Hey, maybe
cards.
we'll get something really cool.
That's right.
That's why I saved the rest.
What do? You gotta like that.
Drop it.
Oh, easy.
Sorry, it's like, I just win $100,000.
$100,000 card. Oh, I just love growing up the sound of opening up the first pack.
You know what's weird? Going off topic, I bought myself Pokemon cards that they came in Marshalls of all things.
Wow!
I haven't opened it up. It's in a prestige thing, so I don't know how legit.
Is it like a box?
It was not really a box. It's like a I guess it was a little box. Yeah.
Yeah. For actual Pokemon cards.
Yeah, Marshalls of all things.
Wow!
Like I was so surprised. Like, you know what? Why don't I just buy that and see what I get?
All right, Sean, you roll through yours.
Okay, let's read these names off really quickly, and then we'll do this one. So I got Dylan Bundy of the Twins. Hey, speaking of Gary Sanchez,
the
Twins.
Okay.
Why is this upside down? I got Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna make Trent Kishma, Brian Buxton. What? Brian Hayes, the Pirates. See, I wish I knew most of these guys. It's like so hard to catch up with all these new players.
Mm-hmm.
There's Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, cool. Christian Yelich is good. Love some Christian Yelich. We're opening up baseball cards, by the way.
What the hell is this? Fernando Tatis Jr. What is this card?
Fernando Tatis Jr.? Oh!
What is this card?
What is this? Fernando Tatis, congratulations. You've received a commemorative team logo patch relic card from the 2023 Baseball Series 1. This is an actual San Diego Padres patch from their jerseys.
Yeah. This is
wow. That's from a Fernando Tatis jersey. That's a patch.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's new. I mean, I like these what Topps is doing. Like I like the cards. I like this one. Look how like 90s this is.
Yeah, the 90s style. Is that Bo Bichette?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Blue Jays. It's like this very. I like the 90s card feel.
I love. Yeah.
But also, I mean, I love the new stuff, but like, I love the 90s feel. Like I remember getting a bunch of old cards from my uncle. Is all baseball and like basketball cards. He's a huge Celtics fan. All that I got him. It's like it just reminded me of getting those from him.
That's awesome. I love that.
Hey, here's your Mets. McGill.
Tyler McGill. Wow.
Wait, you know what's weird?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What you get? Yeah.
No, we're skipping these guys. Because what are the odds? I got a freaking Juan Soto San Diego Padres card. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds? Because we just talked about Juan Soto. Yeah. How about that? That's crazy.
Padres, you know what? For you.
Oh, because he's on the Mets now. So stars of the MLB. That makes sense. What a Mr. Andrew. How much do we got to pay to get some Vogt feet? Now, see, this is it.
Oh, come on, Andrew.
We don't. So this is a very different kind of podcast. I don't think we're going to get kinky on here. I don't think we're going to do that necessarily.
No.
I don't think that's the plan. Feet picks, probably not. There's my foot right there. Okay, take a look at it. That's as much as you're going to get.
That's all you're going to get.
That's all you're going to get. All right. Love that. Love that. All right, let's see who I got. I got Alex Cobb of the San Francisco Giants. I almost said New York Giants. They suck. That doesn't count.
They suck. They do.
Josh Naylor, Cincinnati, Cleveland Guardians. Matt Chapman, Blue Jays. Austin Meadows, Detroit Tigers. We're going to burn that one. Christian Vasquez of the Houston Astros.
Yeah, burn him because he left.
Paul Sewald, Mariners. Another Guardians, Nolan Jones. Ketel Marte.
Here we go.
That's a good one. Another one we're going to burn. Raciel Iglesias of the Braves. We're going to get rid of that. I got a Stars of the MLB, Riley Green of the Detroit Tigers. Right? That's a Stars of the MLB. I know. Tanner Rainey of the Washington Nationals. We got a Bobby Witt Jr.
Another one? Didn't we just got Bobby Witt Jr.?
Yes, and it is a Topps. Is it what I think it is? Hold on.
Is it literally the same one I had that we opened up last time?
Is it? With the little gold. Trying to see. I can't tell if it's a actual rookie card, if that's a rookie seal on it. Because if it's a rookie seal on it, that's a great one.
There's
little golden thing at the bottom. That's what I'm.
For the cup thing?
Yeah, what it says.
All-Star Rookie.
All-Star Rookie card?
That's what it says.
Ooh.
And yeah, that definitely says All-Star now.
Oh, that's a great card.
And Series 1. I mean, you probably.
Yeah, it only shows that he played a certain amount of games with the Royals.
Yeah.
Okay, that is All-Star Rookie card. That is staying off to the side. We love rookie cards, by the way.
Yeah.
Value-wise, you want the rookie card.
Hey, maybe we'll do a basketball one too.
Ooh, basketball ones would be.
I mean, if you guys want to do this for a second.
Yeah, if you like that. If you like the.
I mean, us spending money on the card. Or not.
Or not. Whatever works. All right, is this a new pack for you?
This is literally the last time.
Okay, cool. Let's roll through that. Let's roll through it.
Let's do it quickly. We got Jose Ramirez of the Guardians.
Nice.
Sonny Gray.
The Twins. A lot of Twins in these packs.
Yeah, look, I got Duran card of the Twins. And Max Kepler. What are these? I got 3 Twins cards in here.
Weird.
Fuck the Phillies. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize for that.
Fuck the Phillies.
Well, who's that?
It's Rhys Hawkins.
Oh, fuck him. We can burn that card next season. Just throw Rhys away.
Just throw it away. Hey, you got Jeter Getting it down.
Two downs.
That sucks.
Nice. Oh my God.
This is the fourth
Minnesota Twin. That doesn't even happen in a game.
For Tyler Molly. I got John Gray, the Texas Rangers. I got Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers.
Stars of the MLB.
Perfect. Maybe we'll give this to my mama.
Nice. And they got another one.
I got Nolan.
Yeah. Might be a Boston Red Sox, by the way. You never know.
Yeah. I'm going to use it. Cardinal on this one. I got Riley Green. Sean Murphy.
Hey, that's Oakland Athletics. That's going to be worth something because they're no longer the Oakland Athletics.
You're right, yeah. They're going to be the Las Vegas
Athletics. Where they're going to be Sacramento Athletics this year.
Yeah.
Which I love Luis Severino's face when he walked into the stadium. He was like, where the fuck did I just sign up to play?
I got another No, I think no. I got a White Sox under price card. So nothing.
Who's on the Pirates there?
The Pirates is Peguero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I got Yasmini Grandal.
Oh.
The White Sox, yeah.
Look at that. Some good finds. The Bobby Witt rookie all-star card.
Man, I wish. Imagine if we opened that the Pedro Martinez ace card live on this.
Oh my God. We both freaked out, guys, when that came through.
Well, I'm gonna grab the card before your cat picks it up.
Eats it.
I mean, I don't care if he eats it, but
yeah, at this point, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys like card unboxings and stuff like that, actually, that'd be fun to do that with a camera and actually go through each one.
Yeah, top down and all that.
Ooh, top down, huh? Top on, top off. That's what we're gonna do. Tops off. No, there's a lot of belly on camera there.
Belly. Yeah.
Belly on camera there. Andrew, I bet you like that.
I mean, he did love the feet.
He did. He's all about that. I don't know where that came from. So we got their baseball in there. Let's talk some basketball.
I'm wearing my Celtics.
You got your Celtics.
Yeah.
Celtics going because you and I have been chatting up basketball recently a lot because we are in prime basketball.
Prime basketball. We got college basketball going on as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, the Celtics. I think they're going to do it again this year.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, they've been doing. I mean, who cares about the in-game tournament? It's not really important. I don't think
the NBA Cup has not been well.
Can we just say how lovely some of the courts are?
What do you think about the Celtics courts?
I didn't mind it.
So you're biased based on your team's NBA Cup courts.
No, just because they do good. That one looks good. Yeah. They do a good job. Some other ones are terrible, I think.
Oh my God, the Knicks ones the last few nights with the black court and the bright orange court. I was just like,
there was one that was. Which one was it? It was the one that was like. It was. I think it was like very bright green and gray, whatever.
Oh, was that Charlotte?
Something like that.
The Hornets,
They fucking hurt my eyes.
Yeah, well, for the poor fans that have to be there and see that. I just don't get it. And then they wear different colored jerseys that don't match the floor. It's not a good look. And it's for $1 million, right? That's the whole thing. It's the team that wins gets $1 million.
Okay.
Where's it going?
Where's it going to? Do you know? I don't know.
It's split amongst the players. My guess is it's the NBA. Basketball players are usually really good about charity, about giving that money.
I mean, they should. I think it should go to charity. But honestly, for the team and then whoever wins, they go to what?
Just if you're doing it for money, that doesn't seem like it's a actual good motivation. Most of these guys are making $13 to $15 million a year.
You know what I like? So you know what I like baseball when they do the home run or when every home run goes to the Red Sox. I love what they do.
The gym fund.
The gym fund. I wish NBA and I love when baseball does that all types of shit. But I feel like NBA doesn't do as great as baseball does.
No,
in terms of doing that charity foundation. I don't hear during I hear a lot during in plays on TV, but I don't hear it as much for basketball. I mean, I still hear it, but it's not as frequent brought up, I think.
Yeah, it should be if the team scores 75 points or whatever else, we're going to get $10,000 to this charity. Or if Steph Curry hits 3 threes in a row, we'll give $30,000 to Bay Area Children's Hospital. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Instead of doing a tournament, it just feels weird doing that way instead of actually I don't know.
No, and the NBA is usually pretty ahead of it. You know, not David Stern, that's former NBA commissioner, the current NBA commissioner, is done.
Mr. Peanut. That's like Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut. All right, we'll go with that. So Mr. Peanut, NBA commissioner, has done he's done a really good job.
Great now.
You know, especially during the pandemic and everything.
Right.
He handled, basketball still being played and everything. Was really critical. But I mean, this season alone, just taking the NBA Cup out of it, right? Let's just fucking remove it from our brain.
Is that why? That's probably one of the reasons why NBA's viewership has gone down. We know, in the past few years, it's been like that.
Yeah.
It's not. It feels like drama a lot.
So much. So much of it.
And then look, of course, it's not going to help when they're getting rid of NBA Inside for ESPN. That's going to even hurt people not to watch. People want to see Charles Barkley and Shaq go at each other, and then have Ernie calm them down, or
they pick on Kenny.
Yeah,
they pick on Kenny a little bit or whatever else. Yeah, I mean, NBA has such good personalities. This season alone, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Celtics are definitely going to make it out of the East. I think the 76ers are an absolute fucking mess right now. The only good team in Philadelphia right now, just going to put it out there, are the Philadelphia fucking Eagles. That's it. That's the only team that's good in Philadelphia right now.
I mean,
the Phillies, I'm not going to even mention.
The only 76ers fan, player I like is Joel Embiid.
And he's been a freaking drama queen lately.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. It's
I know, he used not to be, but I don't know.
No, he's learned from James Harden.
Of course. Of course, if you go to a club with James Harden, that's gonna happen.
And it's unfortunate because the 76ers have Tyrese Maxey, you guys have Embiid. And it's just they could be so freaking good and just go up and down the court and score great, massive amounts of buckets. I'm talking 102 points, 103, 105 points a game. Crest that number consistently. Joel's putting up good numbers. He's putting up 20 points, 25 points a night, and with a good amount of rebounds. He's got quite a few double-doubles this year already.
I think everyone's all focused on
doesn't play
on LeBron. And it's going to be so weird once he retires.
I think it's going to be good.
Good for NBA? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to find new stars. Anthony Edwards has not had his time. Ant has not had his time to shine yet.
I mean, I wish Carmelo Anthony had that star. He was, for the first, few years of his career, everyone knew about him and all that. And then, he bounced back, and then he's, still not considered as a star, I guess, anymore.
Which is mind-boggling to me. Absolutely mind-boggling.
I mean,
the Knicks didn't win championships, but he put up record numbers.
I remember back in early 2000s, learning about Carmelo Anthony. It's before LeBron and all that, and even Kobe. He was on the face of everything too.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about early 2000s. You're talking about. I'm just going to lift. This is a callback, right?
Allen
Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, right? Big Ben Wallace,
Ray Allen,
Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo on the Celtics.
Specific which one?
Yeah, I got to be specific about which Rajon because post Celtics, I don't count. It's been a mess for him. Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford was great.
Dirk
Nowitzki. Tony Parker.
Yeah,
Tony Parker and Tim Duncan. Oh my God, Vince Carter. See, we're just listing them off now.
I can't. It's weird. I can't do that as much as the new players.
No, I can't. It's from 2002.
I mean, I could still name
Richard Hamilton. Like some of those guys.
Yeah.
Really good. Chauncey Billups. You were Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, I remember Chauncey.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
These were guys that were just absolute beasts and like defined that era. I don't feel that now. Because Karl Anthony Towns is an asshole ever since he left Minnesota. Like him on the Knicks has been, he's just a totally different kind of guy.
KAT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before I used to love him.
But it's just it's different now.
Yeah, like I loved his personality in the Timberwolves, but like what happened?
Yeah. I feel like the sixth man. That was the big thing. Like Ray Allen was always the sixth man. Jamal Crawford was always the sixth man. Like, when we get the six-man awards and everything, like it's what exactly?
Andrew said I'll set up for that. That was
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Belly show.
Yeah,
he'll set up for that. The six-man award, six-man of the year.
Yeah.
I love it because Andrew Wiggins won that award a couple different times. What was it, 2023 when he joined the Warriors? Was it last year that he joined the Warriors or 2022 when Wiggins joined there?
I think it was last year.
I'm trying to remember. I want to say, let's just say last year for context, right? He won sixth man of the year.
Yeah.
There were a couple times we watched Warriors games together. We were at like Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever else. He lit up the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like the concentration was on Draymond Green and Klay Thompson and all these guys, and I'm like, Andrew Wiggins is literally outscoring both of them by 15 points or more consistently. But he never got. Remember when he got drafted?
Yeah.
Out of Canada. It was
he
is the second coming of LeBron James. And that pissed me off because I'm like, stop comparing like the second coming of Michael Jordan.
I hate that comparison.
I hate that.
I mean, like when people say it's like, oh, this is the next whatever. No, the next their name.
Andrew Wiggins is Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
He's one of the best Canadian basketball players.
Oh, Bronny James is the next LeBron James. I mean,
his fucking son.
That's his son. He's the next LeBron James' son, not LeBron James. He's not going to be as good as them. I'm sorry.
Also, Bronny's also in G League right now, so let's kind of pump our brakes on the Bronny James show, right? Like he's working his way. Like he barely played at USC. He, they didn't even make the freaking tournament. Like
this is he's the definition of nepotism for basketball. Like that didn't work because LeBron is up there. Yeah. Like he's one of the best. I think he's the top 5 basketball players of all time.
Right.
In my opinion.
So, and that's what drives me crazy too when you look at the Bronny situation. Is that listen? I'm not gonna hate on the kid. Like Bronny's trying to figure his way out. He has that kind of reputation because of his dad that he's going to come into the NBA and do something, right? That's there.
I'm glad he played a game with him just because it had to be. I mean, it's sentimental, I guess, but but at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't have happened just because of what it was. Yeah.
Right. What frustrates me more is when you see other NBA players that we grew up with, their kids make it to the NBA. You have Kenyon Martin Jr., who plays for the Rockets, right?
Al Horford's dad.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Al Horford's dad, right? Like Al Horford was always going to be a really great player, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't even get the attention when he entered the NBA, like Bronny is getting with LeBron James. And I don't think it's fair. I mean, for God's sakes, Juwan Howard's son was just drafted this year.
And no one talked about it. Because everyone's eyes are on LeBron and Bronny James.
Some of the greatest basketball players of all time. Their kids have recently been drafted into the NBA. Dennis Rodman's kid was just recently drafted into the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking iconic, multiple NBA championships with Michael Jordan. The son of Dennis Rodman I don't care about the political end of what he did.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care. It's pure basketball.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Pure, politics outside of it. He didn't even get that kind of attention, and his father played with Michael fucking Jordan and won many, many championships.
I'm just saying if
So I
wouldn't say even if Shaquille O'Neal had a son, he doesn't have a son, but if he did, would be playing, and I don't think it would be talked about as much as LeBron James, because
and I'm sure Shaq would have some words about that.
LeBron fucking James. That's why.
I'm sure Shaq would have some words about that too, right?
Yeah.
I feel bad for like the Ball brothers.
See, there's a person that, I mean, rest in peace, Kobe. I think Kobe's daughter would have been a huge talk around the NBA, WNBA, if things didn't go
the way that they
did. Yeah,
unfortunately, yeah. But it's just like I feel like the Ball brothers. Remember when they had the whole thing with his dad and everything? Yeah. Like, to me, that was more entertaining.
That was actually kind of entertaining.
It was really entertaining. And then Lonzo and LaMelo make it into the league. And to be 100% honest with you, they haven't done horrible. They've played for teams that are kind of but Lonzo with the Bulls.
I feel like they're just an average basketball player.
Right, but the thing is too is like that's fine. Like
they
hyped his dad. It was dad that hyped him up.
I don't think the Suns didn't really care about it.
No,
they just want to play. I think that's what Bronny James.
He just wants to play.
And I think LeBron's like kind of playing into it. Kind of. I think it's half of LeBron's fault, but also it's more on the NBA commissioner and all the NBA.
Yes. It's the NBA as a whole looking at this as an opportunity to try to like.
I think also
something more out.
Also, I think they're trying to get the viewers up. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate.
And it's not working.
It does not feel authentic.
No,
whatsoever. What would make the NBA? This is something that you and I talked about many times. Is that with the NBA? I think we need another franchise somewhere. I think we've got to bring back the Seattle SuperSonics.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to do something else other than hyping up the LeBron James and we've got to bring basketball to a city that's been asking for it for a long time. The reestablishment of the SuperSonics, talk about bringing hype back to NBA. I mean, you bring a team back to Seattle, right? You maybe think about putting a team in Baltimore. Or one of those cities.
I still think they might. If they do, maybe they're doing. I mean, we talk about this every time because I think Las Vegas is becoming huge.
Las Vegas.
I mean, like Las Vegas Aces with the WNBA, they could also do something with the WNBA and have a team there for the venue, like what the Golden State Warriors are doing. Also with the new team that just got announced, the Valkyries.
The Valkyries.
We're still playing in Chase Center.
Yeah. There's no excuse. Boston should have a WNBA team by this point. There needs to be more communication in the basketball world around that.
Yeah.
Because Seattle, they have a WNBA team. They have the Seattle Storm.
Yeah.
They're there. They're playing at Climate Pledge Arena, where the Seattle Kraken hockey team play. There's no reason that the Seattle SuperSonics can't play there as well. Yeah. It's built for hockey and for basketball.
Why not? It's because they have so many California teams. Like
they move one out. I was just watching a whole thing about.
Can we move the Kings over there?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like I was about to say that
the team that no one talks about is the Kings.
Do you remember in 2013 when there was the whole thing about the Sacramento Kings being sold? And I remember specifically talking to you that Seattle was the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Seattle won the rights to the Sacramento Kings, and they were going to move the Sacramento Kings to Seattle. And I was like, oh my God, what a smart decision. Sacramento is only 2 hours away from San Francisco. There's no need for that team to be there. Seattle needs a team. We need a team north of Portland because I feel real bad for the Trailblazers that they have to keep the Northwest territory to themselves. There needs to be a team in Seattle, and then Sacramento.
You could have one not right near, but have it near the Mariners.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I think Climate Pledge Arena is like right around the corner. It's part of that whole sports complex.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for them not to have a team there. It just doesn't make any sense. Move Sacramento. I don't know. Do something along those lines.
Or sorry, I'm gonna say the other team I know it that he talks about is the fucking Magic, the Orlando Magic. I mean,
It's true.
But I think it's because Orlando was Disney, but like
to have the basketball team. But Orlando doesn't have anything else. They haven't been able to.
The only thing people talk about the Magic is Shaq being on the Magic.
Right.
And that's it.
A historical franchise because of Shaq and Tracy McGrady being.
Oh, yeah, Tracy, yeah. But
that's
it.
it. Yep. They haven't won a championship. They haven't done anything along those lines. So you're right. And I think that because of the Disney appeal, it's a way to get folks there. But at the same time, that is a franchise in a market that I don't think they would do much more of a killing in Seattle than they do in Orlando, right? Because you have the Miami Heat down there already. If they wanted to put a second basketball franchise in Florida,
put in Tallahassee.
Yeah, or Tampa.
Tampa's actually better.
Tampa's a lot better. Like they're going to build they have the Amalie Arena there, where the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Also, Tallahassee City for a basketball team would be actually kind of go.
Just call them Florida somethings, right? But put it in Tallahassee, put it in the capital.
Yeah,
because you have Florida Gators basketball, you have Florida State basketball, you have Alabama, you have Georgia, you have South Carolina and North Carolina basketball. Like it can become a hub for those teams to go and scout and go take a look at that area. So you're right.
Or put it in your. I mean, that's gonna be. I was gonna say Fort Myers, but like that's more all baseball. I don't think they would put it in Fort Myers. I would actually not. Never mind. I would check my statement.
Jacksonville.
Would not want to put it in Fort Myers. Jacksonville would be.
Another spot for basketball. They don't have hockey or anything. Oh, they have minor league
football.
They have football, right? That's the one thing that they have. So yeah, I mean, I think that there's so many different outlets. What we're trying to really get at is that the NBA is really like pulling as many punches as they can to make it itself relevant right now. Like through the NBA Cup and whatever else. Like I love watching basketball. I know you love watching your Celtics. I love watching my Brooklyn Nets. There's a chance we're going to get into the play-in this year. I love that. But it just sometimes I'm watching and then I see the cup stuff and I'm like, this is not what.
And now the rise of the WNBA, which finally it's been like everyone's talking about it in the past it's more like past 3 years, 4 years. It's been up on the rising, especially last year during the one of the highest watched draft lottery picks, especially with Caitlin Clark. And I think this year is going to be even probably close to it with Paige Beckers and everyone else, especially Paige Beckers and AZ Fudd, sorry.
Yeah.
And
you're right. Women's college basketball consistently comes through big time.
Yeah, I mean, in the past 20 years, UConn's women's team has dominated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has.
And men's, but I think women's more dominated than men's.
And the beauty of that has become that in women's basketball, UConn has dominated it. They've dominated the scouting game. They've dominated all that. But then places like South Carolina and Tennessee and LSU,
and Iowa now,
they've all figured out how to scout. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people they're not sure how they feel about it. I like the NIL. I like the idea of being able to transfer out, get money early on. Caitlin Clark took full advantage of that.
Yeah.
It was like, I can build my brand now.
And that's what she's doing. She just became time athletes of the year.
Yeah. Let me say this. NIL deals, I think they should... It becomes that equal pay conversation between men and women in sports too. I think the women in sports should be getting a higher NIL deal. I think they should be getting 30 to 40% more.
Just going on that a little bit, right? Kind of doing the page. I watched the documentary of the women's national soccer team and all that, how they get underpaid more than the men, and they have more fucking championships then
U.S. men's soccer sucks.
And
U.S. men's soccer sucks.
Yeah, and the viewers are much higher, and they have more of
they have more following,
more following, and more attendance than the men's team. And like, if you go watch, I don't remember what it's
I know
called.
what you're talking
it's
about.
The one Natalie Portman is in it.
Yeah,
it's a good documentary. I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
if you want to know more about the pay gap in that. But going back to basketball,
WNBA, I mean, I feel like women's college basketball has skyrocketed. The draft, we're seeing more and more. Sabrina, Ionescu with her stuff.
And we just had Candace Parker just retired, and I'm glad that she's now on the on the NBA on TNT.
Commenting as somebody who's played the game, we are no longer saying you played in the WNBA, so you can only commentate on WNBA. We're saying, no, you played the game of basketball.
Yeah.
You played the game, so you know. And I feel like basketball is, and this is where I do enjoy the NBA a lot more than a lot of other sports, right? I watch football.
Yeah.
Love baseball.
I think I've been watching more basketball.
More basketball.
And then baseball.
Yeah, way more, because the NBA and the WNBA.
But actually, I've been watching more college basketball than anything.
Yeah, we love the tournament time. Which, by the way, for all you listeners and all you people,
we're going to be doing this soon.
We're going to do live bracket picks.
And we'll see how that goes, because if people don't know, I'm going to Japan at the end of March.
That's right. It's going to be right around that time.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do an episode. We'll probably do it when I get back. But.
Yeah. But we'll do picks and whatever else, of course. Who we want to see win it at the end of the day. But you're right. I think the rise of the NIL deals in basketball.
Yeah.
I think the branding that's happening with players ahead of time. And to be honest with you, I think the format, it's why college football went with a bracket system this year and now going forward, because they realize how successful it is and how much more entertaining it is, because you're not getting the same 4 fucking teams every year.
That's what we need, especially in the college football.
Yeah.
And I hope they do that for basketball. I mean, I feel like they do that though in basketball though.
They do. I mean, you look at the teams that make it in because of the conferences that they won, right? You always have Vermont in there. You always have somebody else that comes through. This is the first year, this college basketball season with the tournament is the first year that we had a lot more transfers because of the NIL deal, and a lot of guys that went from big schools to small schools because they could build their brand there.
We're gonna see
some weird teams make it pretty far.
No, I mean like a lot of Cinderella teams, the past what was it, 3 or 4 years ago with Loyola Chicago. Most unexpected team that went so far. It went up to, I think, the Elite Eight, I believe. Or no, it went to the Final Four.
Final Four. It went to Final Four that year. Got so close. I wanted them to be in the national championships.
I'm excited to see who's going to be in this year. I hope. I love going for the underdogs.
Yeah, and UConn has lost a lot of in-tournament games. They've lost a couple games on the road now
for the men's.
So now they're kind of at that point where it's like they're going to make the tournament, but they may not be Big East champions. They may sneak in on a 12, not a 12 seed, but an 8 seed or somebody smaller. But then on the men's side, of all the teams that have really skyrocketed, Kennesaw State. Remember, Kennesaw State made it in a few years ago, and everybody's like, "Oh, who's this?" They're a number 11 seed, I think.
Yeah. The seeding in college basketball is so weird.
There's a chance Kennesaw State could be a number 4 seed. The way that with the NIL and the way that conferences run and whatever else, because of their record.
Yeah,
they could do it.
The seeding was so weird. I think I don't know. I didn't like the seed.
Your Crimson Tide. I think that their seeding was wrong.
It was. I think they were seeded. I think they were a 6 or 5.
Correct. They were a 6.
They should have been a 2.
They should have absolutely have been a 2 seed. Absolutely. They beat Ohio State. They beat Michigan State. They beat Kansas twice
in the past 2 years. I mean, they beat them last year, right?
Yes. And then you get a number 6 seed. Kansas was a number 1 seed or a number 2 seed. So it doesn't, you're right. And I think that that's kind of the drama of the seeding system is you look at it and you look at the champions and whatever else. And, I think college basketball does a good job of saying we just got screwed on that. We should have been a number 2 seed. We should have been a number 4 seed. We should have been this. I think this year is going to be very special because of the NIL deals, because of a lot of these teams that are in smaller conferences that are doing so well. I mean, Vermont is undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Right? They've come into the tournament every year up to this point with either 1 or 2 losses. They're undefeated this year. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they beat Butler. They've beaten some pretty big teams.
I think
outside of their conference.
Xavier?
They beat Xavier. Yep. Yeah. They've got some teams under their belt now. So they're getting better with every season. I'm just wondering at some point, though, and let me know your thoughts on this. I'm getting sick and tired, though, of the commission being like, we always have to give top 4 seeds to the SEC, to the ACC, to the, what's the other big, the Big Ten.
The Pac-12.
The Pac-12, right? The Big 12. Like, we always are like, we have to give top seeds to those. What about the MAC? Yeah. What about the American Conference? The Sun Belt Conference. Yeah. Those teams, the Ivy League. Yeah. I mean, for God's sakes, Yale.
Yeah. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's in an independent league. They're they're part of the independent league. It's just, it's mind-boggling to me. Those teams need to have higher seeds respectfully. College football did it this year. Notre Dame is in the top 4, and they're in an independent league.
I mean, they should do that for basketball. I don't know why they're not doing that.
It should be based on record and strength of schedule.
Yeah, if it's record. I mean, if you're have the best record, you should be up there.
Who was it last year? We were looking at the tournament, and it was a number 5 seed versus a number 10 seed or number 8 seed. And the number 8 seed was completely undefeated for like a 3rd year straight. And we were like, why are they an 8 seed?
Undefeated for what? That one?
Yeah. It was undefeated last year.
Let me see.
I can't remember who the team was. But they were, and Creighton makes it every year, by the way. It seems like the Creighton Jays always find a way in, even when they suck.
Right.
Like Creighton, and everybody is always a sucker for Creighton every year. I love that. We were always like, yeah, Creighton's going to make it. Creighton's going to make it through. And then...
Oh, yeah. Fucking James Madison was a 12 seed, and they had a 31-3 record.
Yeah.
Which didn't not make sense. There was... I don't think anyone was defeated during this.
Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't this year. Maybe it was the year before. But, yeah, James Madison was one of those seeds that was like, I'm sorry, what?
I mean there's UConn.
Yeah,
that
of course,
UConn was 31.
Yeah, UConn won it again.
Oh, yeah, it was UConn versus Purdue.
Yep. Purdue!
Oh, yeah, fucking Grambling State versus Purdue. That was so unfair.
So freaking unfair. I felt bad for Grambling State on that match.
See, I mean...
That's what I'm talking
about. I don't like when they put a 1 seed with a 16 seed. I'm like, what? That's so unfair.
Make the 1 seed play the 4 seed early on, or make them play do something. Make the 2 seed play the 12 seed. Like switch it up a little bit. Sorry, it's 1 versus 16. That's right. It's 1 versus 16.
Yeah.
Which is even worse.
Yeah.
I don't know who's your I don't think I've actually figured out who your go-to college team other than Alabama is. Because I have 2.
Other than Alabama, it's I believe it used to be Gonzaga. But in the past few years, I think it's been UConn.
UConn for you? Okay.
Or
Dan Hurley, he does a good job. That's why.
Yeah, I mean it's you or Wisconsin actually.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
I like Wisconsin's team, but either that or Baylor.
Okay, you got a couple.
I have it 4 or 5. I'm like,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's either it's Alabama, Baylor, Wisconsin, UConn, Gonzaga,
Yeah,
and then maybe sometimes Oregon. But I like the women's
Oregon
or
women's
better
team.
than men's, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But
Yeah, UConn has always been tops for me.
Yeah.
Love UConn. Grandmother went to UConn. Lots of family went to UConn. Always going to be a Husky. Second favorite, Tom Izzo, Michigan State.
Michigan, yeah,
Love
I-
me some Michigan State basketball.
I do. Yeah, that's the one I always forget. Michigan State. I like the football team better than the basketball team, but that's
Michigan State
I
basketball.
like Michigan. I just like this university. Anyways.
Yeah, Florida Gators basketball is number 3 for me.
Oh, really? That's unexpected.
Yeah,
I'm not a big. I don't really like any of the Florida teams.
Joakim Noah when he played for Florida. I remember that year when they were in the tournament. They were number 4 seed. They made it all the way to the Final Four. And Joakim Noah missed a very, very important layup. And LSU, I think they're thinking LSU. But those were.
Oh yeah, I do like LSU. I mean, I like LSU.
Actually,
It's probably no. I think
the women's team, right?
No, actually, yeah. Angel Reese was on there.
Lady Vols. You gotta love the Lady Vols.
But I like for LSU. I like the baseball.
LSU baseball.
Baseball is probably my favorite out of LSU. For sports is probably baseball.
Yep. Now North Carolina's gotten interesting too. Tar Heels basketball, right?
Yeah.
Now their football team. You heard the news, right?
Recently? No.
Oh,
can you break?
Oh boy! Breaking news for Sean Michaud on Painting the Chat podcast. Okay.
I haven't catch up with
new head coach for North Carolina football, Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, bad news.
I never thought I would see the day that Bill Belichick became a college football head coach. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Because the North Carolina Tar Heels basketball team has not been good.
Bill Belichick, yeah.
But for football,
I saw Bill Belichick go into a football team. I didn't realize it North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina.
I saw it in the news. I saw Bill
Imagine
Belichick.
Kids who are playing football. Imagine the kids he's going to get to come play there now. The opportunity to play for Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be North Carolina. North Carolina basketball's got to do something because they're about to lose out on, I think this year they've got to really send a message. Because Tar Heels basketball has always been, the thing. Duke basketball.
Yeah.
Has always been thing. Duke's. I've always been.
And Duke's been. They'll always in, but they.
Jason Tatum, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jason Tatum, but like. But now at least he's helping. So I don't think he cares by now about that.
I'm trying to think about the recent Duke players. Yeah, Jason Tatum, who was from Duke.
This is why we're gonna have our phones on a lot during these.
Oh yeah, well that's fine because we're good.
We're good.
We're breaking it down here. Jason Tatum was on Duke. I'm trying to think who else. We're talking about it in my field. Trae Young,
Brandon
Ingram,
Zion Wilson.
Yeah.
Williamson.
Well, Zion's a whole situation right now with New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're getting back into NBA briefly, but we're talking college basketball here.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen. He was
Big Grayson Allen threes. Memphis Grizzlies right now. Yeah.
Gary Trent Jr. Marvin Bagley.
Third? Marvin Bagley third.
Yes.
Okay, not the second or the first.
Sorry. I should have. JJ Redick, Trae Young. I'm sorry, Trae Jones, not Trae
Jones.
Who else?
I remember when Trae Jones was playing there, yeah.
Quinn Cook
Quinn Cook. Yeah.
Oh, of course, Jabari Parker.
Jabari Parker, yeah.
Right.
What's his name? You said? Yeah, you can cut through here. And I can do this. Pause this for a second. Let's see. Jaleel Okafor. Jaleel Okafor was a Duke Blue Devil, I think, as well.
Right, yeah.
My God, talk about a guy that came to the NBA and it was like, what happened? Jaleel Okafor. Where'd that name come from?
Yeah,
It's a deep cut.
I don't know. I can't get too much. I'm just looking at the players now. Oh, fucking Kyrie Irving was on.
We don't.
I'm trying not to,
Yeah,
but that's
forget about that.
then he showed up and I had to say it.
Yeah. Crap. There's a dude, Blue.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew. Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Anyway, college basketball season is going to be very exciting. How it will play out. It's pause while life walks through.
I'm wearing jammies.
I know you're wearing jammies. Yeah.
I mean, I still need to get I need to get a Jason Tatum jersey. That's what I need.
Yeah. What's going on there?
I haven't got it because I've been looking at other jerseys actually.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
No Marcus Smart jerseys.
Yeah.
Who did Marcus Smart play for?
Before the Celtics?
College.
Oh, for college? Didn't you play for?
Oh no!
My phone.
Not the Pedro Martinez ace card.
Oh no.
That's fine.
I was gonna say, didn't you? I think you played for Duke. I guess they didn't.
No? He played for Duke?
I don't
Are you making cookies out there? All right.
Oh, Oklahoma State.
Oh, that's right. He was a Sooner, wasn't he? Boomer Sooner.
The Sooner.
He was a Boomer Sooner.
Well, look at that basketball team.
Yeah, I know. Oklahoma has, yeah.
The Sooners.
That was Blake Griffin's team. He was a Sooner.
Who's Griffin? Now he's retired.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say.
It's so weird to think. That's a whole generation of basketball players right there. Just kind of. Is Chris Paul going to retire after this year? By the way, let's just we're wrapping it up here, but yeah,
I think so. I mean, I think Al Horford is going to do one more year.
it's just
After that, I think.
crazy to me. Well, if he wins again, then yeah, of course he's going to do one more year. It's like,
Yeah, maybe if he wins again, yeah.
Three-peat, right?
Repeat, yeah.
That's crazy to think. You have the Kansas City Chiefs that are about to pull off a three-peat, and then you have the Boston Celtics.
I mean, they got to pull
One more.
They got to do two. They got to do. They did
But
another
still,
one.
like,
They got to do another one before.
That's a whole era of sports right now that we're talking about. We're talking about the Chiefs and the Celtics.
I mean, we got
Not the Dodgers. Not the Dodgers. I don't want that to happen next year.
again.
I
No,
do not want the Dodgers winning another World Series.
no.
San Francisco Giants, according to Sean, have got this. We're at that
Not-
point where it's
they-
every 3 years.
Well, yeah, every 3 years they didn't do 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
Not like the almost Golden State
Kansas
Warriors.
City Royals are going to win the championship this year. That's just kidding.
I don't know.
Because that Bobby Witt rookie card, I'm gonna rub that card every night. Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, Bobby. I didn't mean to say it that way. Not what I meant. So I'm not gonna.
Well, calm down there.
Yeah, we didn't know Bobby Witt made you excited. Jeez.
Ooh, but
Ooh, Bobby. I'm gonna say that if we go to a Red Sox Royals game. Ooh, Bobby. Oh, that'd be awesome. You'd probably turn around and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
hopefully, when we kicked out like those Yankees players.
Oh
Yankee
no,
fans.
no, fuck those guys. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, maybe we should wrap it up.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
We're not going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up.
Make sure to follow the podcast over on Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter at Paint the Chat Pod. Of course, Mr. Sean Michaud, where can the good people find you on social media?
Twitter, Sean Show 1, and Instagram. It's Zone Z and Facebook. We'll see what's going to happen in maybe a couple of weeks. We'll get more baseball news.
Yeah,
we're going to get a lot more baseball news. So far, I actually don't know how many episodes we're doing. Tri-weekly, no, tri-weekly.
Bi-weekly, I think. Yeah, get a couple of episodes a month so that folks can kind of get
Bi-monthly, honestly.
Yeah.
No, it's bi-weekly.
I have a feeling once college basketball really gets underway,
Yeah.
and we start getting more rankings, and we get into like the ACC tournament and like those kinds of things, I think we're gonna get a lot more. Also, NBA trade deadline. is going to be big time. NBA trade deadline is going to be a big time to see.
Now,
Who's
I have a
going where?
question for if people are going to watch. Do you think, I know I asked you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I was thinking about getting a Paige Becker's UConn jersey. I don't know if I should wait to get just to buy that or wait until she during the lottery draft. I don't know if you guys. What do you guys think? If you guys want to know, if not, I'll probably just do. I'll just do the WNBA and see what teams go to. Maybe you should do. I think people saying that she might go to the Wings. That's what I'm hearing.
Dallas Wings, yeah.
Dallas Wings, but yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Think about it. Comment. Let Sean know which jersey he should get.
Maybe I get both. No.
Dick's Sporting Goods is 50% off right now for the holidays. So
hey, maybe I'll go tomorrow. So what?
There you go. See what happens. I like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the first episode here of Paint the Chat Pod. Hitting home runs,
making swishes,
and chatting it up with the dishes. I guess that's not dishes. It's not a thing.
Call yourself a dish?
Maybe a little bit.
Well, I guess someone will have to feed off you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Till next time, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you on episode 2.
2, not 60, 72.
That's 72. Episode 2. Have a great night, everybody. See you soon.
Love you guys.
Bye now. Woo!